The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 32, Nasdaq's up 2, S&P's are up 1. We have gold off $1.50 at $12.68. Silver's down 9 cents at $17.57. You get copper trading down a penny at $2.09. Oil down 92 cents, $50.91. Oil had a nice run yesterday.
Yeah.
Big time. Bonds, the 10-year note up 2 ticks, 130.10. 30-year bond up 19 ticks, 164.26. And King Dollar, folks. King Dollar is making the move. King Dollar's up 280 ticks. Not that that's a huge amount, but what it's doing is it's taking over the last consolidation of the last 7 days with volume. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, it's looking like it's not even going to 1, it's going to go to 102. If King Dollar goes to 102, look out market, look out commodities.
Because you were just telling me before we even began.
Totally. There's going to be an update in the gold report as soon as we get off the air, folks, because this will be serious business inside the commodity markets. We got the euro trading at 109, and we got the yen trading at 103.95. And, of course, we got our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. Every trading day, folks, right here at TFNN, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. You want to understand options upside down. You want to understand how trades get put on, particularly when we're coming into, when we are in earnings. Knee-deep in earnings, okay? Right here, 12 o'clock. Right on your cell phone, folks. Go to TFNN.com. Hit Tiger TV on the right-hand side. You're going to see some great audio. You're going to see some great video, and you're going to hear the audio, and you're going to see all Kevin's and Scott's charts. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy.
I'm telling you, Kevin.
Draghi, if you were thinking about a lower dollar, Mario Draghi didn't exactly help you today.
I really did think that this dollar, right up until, I was trading it out here this morning before I got in to work, and the spike down was amazing, folks, okay? But when I put in my daily newsletter, I said, you know what? It couldn't get to the 97.610, and that's trouble. And this thing's breaking, man. And this is going to be bizarre, man, because I do these little ABCs, Kevin, right? And it's like, like anything else, a probability deal, but it looks like it's not just 1, it's 102. It's like, oh, really? 102? And if it's 102, folks, okay, that is going to break the whole consolidation going back like a year and a half, because we've been in this consolidation for actually 2 years.
Right, and Tom, as you know, that's going to sit like a black cloud over these commodities.
Oh, big time.
They are going to get no tailwind with the dollar breaking the par level and going to 102. The commodities will be heavy.
Heavy. I'm telling you, I'm sitting here. I'm not in shock, but it's like, wow, man, this is really going to happen. So what I like about it is that I like that. To me, it's like pretty clear today. You're getting the price spread and you're getting the juice behind it. So it's not like this buy is up here. This buy is up here at this price. So bottom line.
And it's momentum, right?
It is.
Mario Draghi didn't do anything to go against the grain. He didn't say he didn't do it. He held firm.
Yep.
But he basically backed up and said, we'll do whatever we want, we need to do until we see some pressure on inflation. Well, meanwhile, you got in the U.S., you got someone who's I think it's pretty much on the table that they're going to raise in December, right? Unless some catastrophic news comes out before that.
Right.
So you've got pressure going in that direction.
Yeah.
Higher down. So
both ways.
And there's no event that's going to break it, right? It's like summer in volatility. You need an event to break that trend. We're not getting it right now.
No. And in fact, what we just got, what Kevin's talking about, Draghi was out here, folks, speaking in the press conference this morning, and what you got fuel on the fire.
Right.
We got okay, we're not scared of a strong dollar. Okay, the dollar's going to take over the world. That's what it looks like right now, which is going to be really amazing, man. I mean, it's like,
And
wow.
you talk to somebody, you listen to some interviews from these people from the Eurozone, they're like, hey, Europe's getting cheaper. Our goods and services are all getting cheaper. That's a good thing for their economy.
Yeah.
That's the way they do it. So they're not afraid of it.
No, they're not. They're not. And hey, well, we'll see. We'll see. You know, when I look at the pounds, Kevin, it's just amazing that, you know, in the last 50 years, folks, the pound has only been lower once. So
Right.
that's pretty intense in itself. It's like, wow, man. You know,
This is going to be a fabulous story to watch play out in the next couple months. That's for sure.
there's no doubt. So we're knee deep in earnings.
Knee deep in earnings, but today, as you know, Thursday is our futures day.
Oh,
so we're going to
perfect.
start our show today with more work on introduction to futures, making sure everyone understands how futures work. And for those people that are new to futures or intermediate traders, we're going to work on futures, getting more knowledge in terms of how to trade futures, how to identify them.
You're gonna love it, folks. Okay, because understanding the option market is one deal. Understanding the future market is a whole different ball game. And
Right.
And you know, futures. I love how they trade. I mean, you know, it's
Right, and
amazing.
But you'll appreciate, Tom, futures are a little different trade, right, than trading stocks and even options. It's a little more attentive is what I call it. You got to be aware of dates and rolls and things like that.
You better be attentive.
Exactly.
Right here, noontime, folks, noon to 1. We got our man Kevin Hinks, Scott O'Connor, TD Ameritrade Swim Lessons. Kevin, thanks so much. We look forward to the show at noon.
Have a great day, guys.
You too. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow's up 30, Nasdaq's down 2, S&P's are flat. Looking right back.
Larry Pesavento has just announced a special offer for subscribers to his trading service, Fibonacci 24/7. Right now, you can get a month of Larry's Fibonacci 24/7 while gaining access to his upcoming live webinar, The Pattern That H.M. Gartley Missed, taking place Wednesday, October 26th. This live workshop will be archived for subscribers if you cannot attend live. And if you order right now, we'll also send you a copy of Larry's book, A Trader's Guide to Financial Astrology. This book retails for $90, but we'll send it to you as part of this special offer that runs through the night of the workshop, Wednesday, October 26th. Sign up now and get a free copy of Larry's book, a month of his Fibonacci 24/7 trading service, and a live workshop on the pattern that H.M. Gartley missed. With a 30-day money-back guarantee, this is an offer that you can't let pass you by. Sign up today for Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Technomental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 23. You get the Nasdaq down 3. S&Ps are flat. You get gold off $1.80. Let's go to Lou in Nashville. Hey, Lou, what's going on?
There
Come on,
he is.
Lou.
Yeah, how you doing, Tom?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
All right, hanging in there.
Cool.
Hey, look, I was wondering, is there an entry to USLV or Nugget?
No.
NUGT? No entry. Okay.
No. The USLV, so let's take a look at them. Bottom line, USLV is the velocity 300% bull position in the silver market. NUGT is the direction daily gold minus 300% bull position in the New York Archer Index. And as I had said in the update, I think we got a problem here. And if you do get the gold report, folks, look for an update at 11:15 because this dollar move is strong. And gold's not getting hit right now, but I don't like what's happening here in the dollar. It'll be a slow bleed, I think, until it's not.
Yeah, okay. So that will be in the report anyway. So
It will. And just if you're calling, we're in profits on those 4 stocks we own. Sell them because I'm going to sell. We're going to sell.
Okay.
We're going to sell them all.
Okay, that sounds great.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
What's happening here, folks, is that if this dollar stays, which it looks like it's going to stay, this dollar's going to go, man. And if that dollar, like I was saying, it looks like it can go to 102. Now, when you bring it up if I bring this up on a larger basis, one is a game here, but on a shorter basis, well, on a daily, it's an ABC up, man. It's an ABC up, and it's an ABC up. Let's just do it right now. So
Those 3 ABC ups.
I know it's blowing my
Just
mind.
laughing, go
So
ahead.
94,950. So let's call that 95 is A. Okay, that is on the 22nd. 95 is A. 98.12. So I'll stay conservative. So let's
$3.
yeah, let's say it's $3. Okay, so there it is.
97.50.
It's 100. It's going to
like
1.
150 maybe.
It's going to
even?
par. Yeah,
Yeah.
like 100, 150.
Yeah.
And,
Wow.
that goes to par. That means that the gold contract will go to 1202.
And just to put it, just pop 50 cents. And it's only like $1.70 away. So
Exactly.
It's not that far,
Right.
for sure.
And see, the gold contract, when we were looking at gold on the way down, the gold contract has a price projection of 1202.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So it's like that's telling me that, guess what? This has been a counter trend bounce. Hey, it's not the end of the world. The bottom line is we sell that, you sit there and wait again, you buy it at 1202, and dollar does what it wants to do, and that's how it goes, man. But you need fast fingers here,
Hey, what about dust?
Well, that's if you want to trade dust. I'd trade dust. Dust, folks, is the now. If you want to see something that's pretty cool, dust is the direction 300% inverse correlation of the New York Archer Index. And I'll show you something here because I was actually trading this morning. I was trading both of them yesterday. You're going to see what happened is at $36.84, right? That's a gap that was left over from the 3rd of October. Well, it's showing here that we traded 36.91, but that's when the market was open at 9:30. It traded down here and filled that gap, and you can see we're at 38.72 right now. It was coming into that wide price spread. You can see we're coming into 16.6 million. You did that yesterday with 8.3. So it's like, okay, man. Have you traded the dust and the nugget before?
Oh, yes, I've done that.
Okay, so you know that the daily investment vehicles, and don't marry them, man. But they're great vehicles to trade.
I'm hip. Okay. Thanks again, Tom.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Mind blow. Let's go to Duncan Steve. Hey, Steve, what's going on, brother?
Hey, if Lou from Nashville was here, I'd buy him a coffee.
That's a
Yeah, you guys might be right
that's
down the
right.
street.
Look at you guys, man.
Yeah.
You're right next to each other.
Yeah, hey, just to follow up on what he was saying. First of all, pardon my ignorance on the dollar. You say it conceivably goes to 102. Who or what entity is making it go to 102?
What's happening is that so the dollar index, that's what we're trading, right? So the dollar index is 60% of the euro. And so what was happening out here this morning is Draghi was speaking and he was setting policy, okay?
I see.
And the euro it's not only going to the bottom of where Brexit was, okay, which is the 109. We're at 109.35.
Basically there, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's saying that he will actually let inflation run. That's what he said this morning, And he
That's
was
not good for the euro.
No,
which is good for the dollar.
Which is good for the dollar. And he was speaking. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, what is that symbol that you're looking at for that?
DX6. My Bloomberg is DX6. DXZ6.
Yeah, and Z is the
Oh,
December.
DXZ6, kind of like GCZ6.
Exactly. DX
Yeah.
is the
I get
dollar,
you.
Z is going to be December, and then 6 is the year.
Yeah.
Okay, and to follow up with a general gold call, something like HUI, GLD, and Nugget for that matter,
Yeah.
they all had that October 3rd and 4th gap.
Yes.
For instance, Nugget, it looks like about $17 even, up to, I don't know, $17.50 or something like that, the gap.
That's right.
I know not necessarily gaps never not get filled, right? That's a double negative. Sorry about that.
That's all right. We get
Well, you're talking to the right guy.
Does it necessarily
never not.
Totally.
fill that gap? Any of those? HUI or GLD or Nugget, for instance?
Listen, I expect what happens is this. Is that what he's saying, folks, is that the HUI went right up to the gap, which is $218.07. Yesterday you got to $218.50, and it failed. And, what that does is that, let's see, we did 30 million shares versus 40 million. So it's like, okay, it's going to back down. Now, I don't think there's going to be a disaster here, but what I think is that this correction is not over. That's what's going on. So, I like the idea. Technically, we know what the setup is, just mathematically.
Yeah.
Mathematically, it was 1202. I felt that because it came down so fast that, okay, man, you're going to get a bounce. So,
Right.
and fundamentally, I really like what Draghi said, because the fact of the matter is, if he lets inflation run, that means our Fed will let inflation run. That means that gold will go to the freaking moon. Do you know what I mean? But the dollar wants to go where it wants to go right now,
Okay, you just said something important that registered with me. I'm looking at the chart for the HUI. You said it went to 218 or so and change,
Yes.
which is the bottom of the gap. It never gets into the gap.
That's correct.
Because the gap goes up to 225-ish.
That's right.
Okay, I get you.
Right.
All
So
right.
what happens with gaps is that gaps, folks, are just like swing points. So on this gap here, you would put two separate lines. And the first one, it failed at. Then the first one would be the, depending on which way you're looking at it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's it, that's how it's set up.
Gap swap, sure. Okay, great.
Cooking, brother.
Wonderful. Thank you very
Go
much.
find Lou. We're going to get you guys lined up. That's a beautiful thing, man.
Lou, if you're out there. Okay, we'll see you. Thanks.
Thanks,
Okay.
Steve.
Stay there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Here's the dial.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives.
If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Folks, right now you got the Dow down 14, Nasdaq's down 13, S&Ps are off 4.5. And this King Dollar is going to put some heavy pressure on the market, folks. And, of course, we were so...
What do we got? I know. We had so much action from Nashville.
We were so hung up with the dollar. Natural gas was coming out. They rose 77 BCF.
Billion cubic feet.
Thank you.
And, so we'll take a quick peek at it. And it looks like, there was a little spike down. We'll have to see what the estimate was, of course. But, we're basically trading right where we're at. A volatility trade would not have been working out so far. We'll see where that estimate was.
That oil one was nice yesterday,
That was a
man.
nice trade, man.
That turned into a good scene.
That was.
So natural gas is out at 3.14. That's at the lower end of the range it's been trading.
Just pulling it back real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is going back, right here is about October 1st. So this is like the month. And yeah, you can see, from October 9th, basically, October 8th, we were above that range.
Right.
Yeah.
Pretty wild, man.
Yeah.
Let's go with the broad market for a second, because I got a feeling this broad market's going to get whacked. So what happens, folks, the market cannot stand this strong dollar. It's going to be intriguing to see how this pullback
real
comes
quick,
in.
just because the median estimate popped up, so it was pretty close. 77 billion cubic feet, they estimated 74 billion cubic feet. Just to put it in perspective, right? That was compared to yesterday, where oil, I think they expected 1.2 million barrels surplus, and there was 5 million barrel miss. So that's a pretty close number to expectation.
Different ballgame.
Yeah.
So if we go take a look at the E-minis, let's take a look at the E-minis here, see what we got. Okay, so let's see. So you're going to see this is a classic. So when Draghi was speaking this morning, all these indices, you can see. No, that's actually that's at the open. So at the open we went to 2131. This is gonna build some cause here and trying to break it. And if you break that 2131, pull this up. Look at all the way over here. You're talking about 2110. You're talking about 2110 from the 13th of October. Yeah, and that can get there pretty quick.
Yeah.
That's and the real kicker is going to be like, how do we get there? Meaning, is it a contraction of volume or do you get an expansion? So we're gonna get some action out here today.
How about oil? Just because that was it's down almost $1 already.
CLZ6. Okay, so
after quite a rise yesterday, it's taken.
It did, and you got. Okay, so we have 237,000 contracts.
That's decent volume.
It is decent volume on the way down. No, it is. The real kicker is going to be. Let's see. So, when we spiked yesterday, it spiked with volume. So it's like, okay, it really depends on how much volume we get out of this today. If you get 550,000, 600,000 contracts, then it's over, man. I mean, and see, look at so the low of today to 50.75 is going to be important. But if this dollar keeps going up, and folks, right now, this is the way this dollar stands. This dollar could be up 1,000 ticks today, because you're over the highs now, and anyone that shot the dollar is going to look and say, "You got to be kidding me, man!
Sure,
this is not,
dangerous territory.
A place you want to be."
Sure,
because the juice is there. 24,000
contracts. It's like
contracts.
trying to catch a falling knife, except the other way.
Except the other way.
Yeah.
And what happens is that when you're looking at that, by like about 1:30 or 2 o'clock this afternoon, the dollar, if the dollar's going to stay up there and move higher, you're going to be looking for about 36,000 contracts. Because what happens with the dollar index, at 8 o'clock in the morning to about 10:30, normally has the most contract value.
Okay.
And if it keeps continuing, it's like, okay, there's something else going on.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
And because I think, I've traded the dollar a lot, the dollar index, but I really think that most of the time the people that are trading it, whether you're a big corporation, they're trying to hedge out. I mean, do you know what I mean?
It's overseas.
It's more complicated.
It ties into Europe.
Right. It really does.
Where the early session, where Europe, they're still closing out their session. Everybody's working. Maybe you need both sides of it. It's easier
exactly.
when you got a guy in the New York office, a guy in
right, because they're trying to balance out
Swiss office, wherever they are.
They're trying to balance out
the currency transactions.
Right,
yeah,
right,
for sure.
So 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look. Yeah, see the Dow just took a dump.
Yeah, a dump, a dive,
a dive.
There you go.
We were up at 249. Yeah, we just gave up 100 points. It was up 40. Now we're down 64.
Yeah.
Inside the Dow, the strength is American Express. That's up 8.5%.
Is everybody running their blue card? What's going on?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what?
That's quite a mammoth company to jump 10%.
It is, and what I was surprised about,
especially when it's not like they're in a growth technology sector.
No, and
credit card processing.
That's not a trading company. Yeah, that's not a bank, really. Meaning all the banks are making money on their bonds.
Oh, yeah, no, I know.
So it's like, okay,
American Express is not a bank like J.P. Morgan.
Right.
For sure.
Largest U.S. credit issuer rose to the most in a year after posting third quarter profit, beating analyst estimates. The lender shares climbed, let's see. Profit excluding a restructuring charge was $1.24, and they were expecting 96 cents.
They still net income dropped 9.8% to $1.14 billion.
From a year ago, yeah.
Not bad, though, over $1 billion.
Reflecting the loss of its biggest. Look at that. Costco, when they lost Costco, they lost a lot.
You can see, though, maybe that it could be better in the long run. What if they cut a lot of expenses and what if they weren't making a lot there? You could see a huge discount retailer like Costco, maybe they couldn't pay Amex the fees because they said, guess what, man, we cut on price, and if you want to be in here, we can only give you X amount per transaction,
and that's always dangerous.
And Amex said we can't do it at that price, and part of that was that article, I think, probably cutting $1 billion in expenses in 2017. And maybe some of it comes from trimming that side of the business out where they're just not making gravy off big retailers that demand no margins, right?
Totally.
Why be in that business when you can just...
I've heard plenty of horror stories about people doing business with Walmart, and cash flow wise, you can almost go out of business.
Sure.
Because they stretch you out
not to
30 days,
the
90 days.
Then you're working on super thin margins.
Right. And you don't get paid for 90 days.
Super long cash flow.
Right.
And what happens, I bet, you need to spend the cost to do business in Walmart.
Totally.
So it's like maybe they're just like, why are we spending millions and millions and millions just barely to make millions and millions of our money back and all this work and all this detraction from probably higher margin areas.
Right. Let's go take a look at the NDX 100. So the strength versus the weakness inside the NDX. Mattel, the toy business must be good, man.
Yeah.
Between Mattel and Hasbro.
Yep.
Mattel's up 5.5%. You got Walgreens up 3.2%. Dish Networks is up 1.4%. And Seagate Technologies up 1%. Taken away from it, eBay is getting smoked. That's down.
Let's go into eBay.
10%.
Because we always talk about our affinity for Amazon.
No, totally.
But when it comes to eBay, man, I know they have a niche for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm not a part of that niche. I don't understand. It's one of those that I don't understand. You know, it's a smaller niche, I think, and you know, the retailers and how you can find, you know, whether it's used goods or just people selling different things on eBay. You pay for it through PayPal.
And it's coming to, there's a monster gap on eBay, folks, at $26.40.
They definitely are in some type of competition with Amazon. You know, it's not direct, but they sell things on the internet.
They sell things on the internet. They do $9 billion a year. I think Amazon does like $53 billion a quarter.
So, yeah.
We'll bring it up as soon as we come back.
Sure.
You stay right there, folks.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is off 57, Nasdaq's down 26, S&Ps are off 8.5. And as you come over to our website at TFNN, folks, you're going to see right in the top of the carousel our man, Mr. Larry Pesavento, the patent that H.M. Gartley mixed. And this is going to be a great workshop. And the amazing part is that it actually comes with a book that Larry just wrote.
A free book.
Yeah.
That's right. Trader's Guide to Financial Astrology. So it's Fibonacci 24/7. We've talked about it a week from yesterday. So this coming Wednesday night, he'll be doing a workshop. We'll pull it up in here from 5 till 6, the pattern that H.M. Gartley missed. So we've been talking a lot about the book, which is an awesome deal. You know, we'll ship out the book, no cost, no shipping, nothing like that. Comes with a money-back guarantee. So you can get the book, which we send out, you know, most of the time, same day, as long as you're not ordering it right at the end of the day.
Right.
And we'll send that out. You get his Fibonacci 24/7 service. Now that has a full report every Monday morning. That's about 10, 15 pages, bunch of charts, bunch of text. And then the updates where we've said, you know, it's charts, it's videos he's sending out. I think he sent one out last night, sometime between like 12 and 5 in the morning.
And it is 24 hours,
I mean, that's like, you know, I wake up, pull up my email, and I'm like, oh, Larry was up trading at 3 in the morning.
Right.
Doing charts.
And when the videos are so cool he sends out because it's very clear what he's looking at, folks. He'll put the pattern up and he talks through the pattern as to what he's looking at.
So you get all of that, and it'll be 6 days from now, basically. And, you know, the workshop that he's doing is pretty cool in that it's the 135 pattern, the pattern that H.M. Gartley missed. And it was shown to him by Roy Longstreet and his son, and they had asked not to make it public until they just weren't trading anymore. And so that time's come around, and Larry's going to break it out. So it should be interesting. I'll be watching for sure.
So just come over to our website, the front page of TFNN, and as Tommy just said, it's a 30-day money-back guarantee, and you get to keep the book, period.
Yeah, and so what happened is we have a limited quantity of the book. We do. You know, we have a lot more of your book. We do. Just, you know what I mean? We have a limited number of Larrys, and so I don't think we'll sell out this time, depending on how it goes, but it could. But the special is going to end come Wednesday because we're going to save those books. This isn't just like you can sign up later. So get in on this special before next Wednesday, before that goes out. You know, and maybe we break it back out around next year or around the holidays, but that's the opportunity right now for sure. Let's see how natural gas is trading as we jump back. Yeah, not really much, right?
311.
This is the 1030 bar.
Okay.
So it was trading at about 313 before the news, but you know, to put things in perspective, you know, 30 minutes before that, it was 2 pennies away. It was up, so that's not a big move, really.
Right, and oil's getting hit though. This is interesting.
You know, I was seeing even articles coming across, and we'll pull your Bloomberg up, just still talking about yesterday's huge miss.
Yeah.
Just that it's on everyone's mind. You know what I mean? Because it does have big action, but then they were talking about the huge miss, which is what caused the price to rise,
to spike.
So it's like, what would have happened? This is what's always entertaining, right? What would have happened if the surplus came in like 7 million to the positive side? Because it came in 7 million barrels to the negative side, you know, and still we're underneath where we were trading at. So we'll see. And Mr. Basil Chapman coming up next is talking up there, oil making a peak D. You better watch out.
So
dollar and leg D. Leg D's everywhere.
Yeah. And so we got, let's see. So you're down $1.33 right now. And there she goes. So when we just brought that up, Tom, we were talking about, folks, it was consolidating to break that area, and it just broke it, the 50.75.
Quite a little move.
And if you, I'm going to bring this closer so you can see, folks, how these high volume areas are just magnets. See that first high volume? That was the spike at 9 o'clock.
Yes.
And then it just blew the spike away, folks, with volume. So this thing's going to be trouble. This is trouble for the marketplace, too. And that's telling me that dollar is still going to wreak havoc. And what you got to remember is that if you're in the commodity market, folks, we're coming into Friday. And Friday in the commodity market, if the trend is against you, watch out, you know.
So I'm just jumping off to the next subject. So since we were talking about our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, let's give him a quick plug for his workshop coming up on November 2nd. So that's less than 2 weeks away, right?
Okay.
After the election, are the markets still a buy? So he's just looking at the markets post-election and looking at...
Oh, but he's going to do it before the election,
Yeah,
November
so this
2nd.
isn't like, you know, okay, it happened. This is just, you know, what's on the forefront, what's happening. There's a great description. It's for his opening call subscribers. His awesome newsletter comes out every morning. He's got charts in the Trader's Corner, all that. And this will be less than 2 weeks away. So 2 weeks from yesterday, Wednesday, November 2nd, are the markets still buy? And he'll be kind of talking about with the Dow and S&P index monthly charts in buy modes, what could trigger the next power move to all-time new market highs? Could this unfold? How deep could any weekly correction decline? So I encourage people to check that out. If you have not tried Basil's newsletter, give it a call, give it a try. Now, this is a free trial, so you can sign up, pay nothing, get to attend his workshop, Get his newsletter.
And get his newsletter right now.
You get his newsletter right now.
Right.
Totally.
Sweet.
Totally.
Have to like it. This is going to
be... Lots of good action, lots of good market action to trade.
Oh, man. I'm telling you.
Peak D's everywhere for Basil to be talking about.
Yeah. It's all over the place. So let's take a look at some of the higher volume stocks. We'll find out whether it's going to be a high or low volume market out here. eBay's the big, that's down 326. You got American Express is up 521. You have Intel down 22. Apple's down 62 cents, that is. Mattel's up $1.94.
Wells Fargo's still down. That's 1%. I mean, it's not a big number, but every single day they're just...
Wells Fargo's in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wells Fargo's in trouble.
I mean, did you see, was it specific states, right, taken away that they weren't going to use them for bond and stuff? I mean, there's going to be ramifications. This is rolling, especially when you talk about that in terms of like corporate, state, let alone the personal accounts. That one's tougher because you just have to get the person to switch.
And that's so small.
Right.
Yeah.
Whereas those big ones, and they're going to face pressure, whether it's, statewide, some states aren't going to want to send their business to Wells Fargo because guess what? It's politicians. Then you're accountable for why are you doing business with that bank of all banks. It's a reasonable question that people should be asking when you're talking about, taxpayer funds of all the banks. Why, right now with that bank? So then, corporations are going to face similar questions from their shareholders. If you're doing huge business, right? Why?
And what?
I just wouldn't want to be on the other side of that. Wells Fargo trying to be like, well, this is why you should do your business with us right now. That's a tough sell.
And the business that Tommy's talking about, they have lost their bond business.
Yeah.
And their bond business, folks, is huge. That's where all the money is. It's not you and I have an account.
State bonds.
Yeah.
Huge. Government raising money.
Huge.
Yeah, banks want to be in that business.
Big time. And what did happen yesterday, and this is where this is going to be a problem, is that the California Attorney General subpoenaed a bunch of the executives.
Okay.
Because now they want accountability for not... Prior to this, it was just a blanket deal saying that they fired, 2,000 people.
Okay.
So now they're...
Might have been 5,300.
Okay, 5,300.
Yeah,
so now they're subpoenaing, and they're going to get them under oath as to who was the executive in charge.
Sure.
That was actually... And this is where you're going to see them...
Because anybody... And that's why the story is so sensational, and that's why people follow it, because people understand, like, there's no way that just, like, 5,000, lower-level employees are the ones to blame. Like, that had to be falling on people of superior positions where, that's what they're trying to figure out. But everybody understands that people in the higher ups somewhere.
Who gave the order?
That's or at least we're well aware and we're consciously looking the other way, which is just as bad in that capacity.
No doubt.
Yeah.
You stay right there, folks. And of course, Tommy and I are coming right back. And then we got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming up. Then we're going to Thinkorswim headquarters in Chicago. Steve Rhodes, Dave White, myself, and of course it's Thursday. We got Andy Heck coming up 5 to 6. Coming right back, folks.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge Heard Daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, Swim Lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. So Dow right now is down 64. We get the Nasdaq off 25. S&Ps are off 9.5, and this dollar's taking off. We're up 435 ticks right now, 98.37.
Once you take a look at that chart, just drill it down a little bit.
Because you can see
everything's visual, and when you pull it up, you know, the close one, right?
Right.
So drill it down even further, like the GP.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's a move.
Yeah.
And, you know, folks, this can go up 1,000 ticks today, which is a full penny.
Yeah.
Okay, which that would be.
Anytime you have that big of a move, it could have some volatility for
big
sure.
time.
Yeah.
Huge. And the coming into a Friday, you better make sure that you have stops in, or depending on where you're trading, folks.
There could be a lot of volatility coming in. You know, we had the final debate last night. Everyone knows about. You know, we get the election coming up. You get Draghi out there talking. You get the Fed looming.
Yep.
There's a lot of balls out there going juggled at the same time in terms of, you know, with rates looming and an election. Just those two on their own is a powerful combination.
And, you know, guess what? The market has a real problem with the strong dollar. Okay.
Sure.
It's a fast. What happens, folks, is that fast currency moves take all markets south. It's the fastness of the move.
Especially, you know, a lot of companies in the United States are multinational corporations at this point.
Totally.
So, without a doubt, they are very reliant. I mean, you look at Netflix, right? Netflix, all their growth was overseas. 3 million subscribers versus 300,000 in the U.S.
Right.
You know, the dollar gets jacked up. Then all those 3 million subscriber fees they're taking overseas, when they turn it into dollars,
their expenses go up.
Yeah, everything.
There's no doubt, man. So, bottom line, hang on for the ride. If we go over to the euro, see the euro. I believe the euro is breaking its consolidated. Yeah. See, okay, so the euro right now, the low of Brexit is 109.13, and we're at 109.21. So that's pretty intense. We've hit 109.16 because if the euro breaks this 109.13, so
that says it all.
That says it all, because then you take the top of that range, which is 113.
Sure.
So 4 pennies will get you down to what, 105? No,
yes.
105. You know, and that means that the euro is going to get closer to par, which is just a mind blow. Let me just look and see the last time when the euro first started. It was pretty close to par, and then I went to 84 at one point, I think. Yeah, here it is here. So, yeah, in 2000 it was 82. Stayed there from 2000 to 2002, but you know, once it got up to 113, it's been there forever.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's like, okay, you're really going to go down to, man, we're all going to be going to Italy, folks. Because if the euro goes to 82, man, we're going to feel like you're a multi-billionaire with the dollar. You know, it's going to be pretty intense, you know, how that thing shakes out, man. So, pretty wild. And, you know, what does happen on this pullback is that you want to, you know, right now it's a light volume pullback. So as a light volume pullback, guess what? That S&P is still saying, hey, I can go higher too. So you're going to have... there's a lot of dynamics that happen simultaneously here. 27 million shares. Let me just see this. 27 million. Yesterday I did 66. I see that you get this. We'll get a better understanding of this volume at about 1 o'clock. But right now, it looks like there's some juice behind this move.
Yeah.
You know.
Right on those screens. Markets are down.
Yeah, there's 6 million. There's juice on the screen. There's 6 million on the Qs. The Qs hit a high with 11 million.
Okay, yeah.
You stay right there, folks. And man, Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next. And then, of course, Think or Swim, headquarters, Steve Rhodes, Dave White, myself, Andy Heck. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Go get them, folks. Get those stops in. You get action out here.
Okay.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.